Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Serious Sam Playthrough. We're playing the classic version, and without further ado, let's start the game on normal. And here's the wall of text, which, yeah, I'm not gonna read it. Scrolls quite fast, and there's nothing really interesting, but I will leave it on the screen. So, if you want to delve into extremely profound, wink wink, Serious Sam story and plot, then you can do that. And it's interesting that newer games are based in the time before this, so they are prequels. Yeah, there sure is a lot of text. Oh, some nice, almost 25 years old textures. Yeah, so basically the story is that we're the only one who can protect the humanity, and it was expanded in the prequels. Well, basically get teleported in time and space. Now we're in Egypt. In all its glorious 10 pixels. Yeah, of course the game looks very dated these days, but I was argued that back when it was released it was a pretty good looking game. And what was interesting, it was developed not by any large studio, it was basically an indie game. But to think of it, back in the day, most studios were not so large as like they are now, with thousands of workers and all that. Yeah, here we go. We also have sort of a encyclopedia here with weapons, enemies, and all that. I mean, I'm not gonna read it, obviously, but yeah, and one-liners. But that's Netrix, a thing which is basically encyclopedia in the game. It's sometimes fun to read. Hello. Yeah, and by the way, I'm awful at this game. Well, like in any other game, to be honest, but it should be fine on normal, except for one particular level, which is quite far ahead. And also, this game has a lot of silly secrets, and like one of the secrets is that there are extremely large enemies for the beginning of the game, at the very least. And there's some pickup, I don't really remember what it is. I think it's health or something, but if you will go there, very big scary robots will teleport. And there's also silly Easter eggs here or there, and probably in both of these chambers. there's a rocket launcher somewhere up there that you can grab and destroy these stone plates, and there will be extremely big brain developers there which you can kill. Actually, I'm not gonna do that as well because, you know, the original Serious Sam has a very interesting atmosphere. Like, a lot of Serious Sam games, like most of them, have quite silly, well, basically quite silly everything, well, especially Serious Sam 2. But the original Serious Sam is a little bit more serious atmosphere, I'd say. No pun intended. No pun intended. Damn, words are hard. So... Oh.
Yeah,
Shotgun here. Double barrel shotgun. I don't really care about the rocket launcher. I don't need it very much, so I'm just gonna ignore it. And yeah, there's like bajillion of messages that Intrix are gonna spam us with, but nope. So these starting levels are pretty easy. And the game itself becomes more or less hard in the last third of it, I believe.
yeah, it's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye.
Yeah, there's silly looking enemies, jokes and one-liners and very silly secrets, but sometimes the game has quite a bit somber atmosphere to it, especially in certain levels, and the music is not like very energetic or anything. It's sometimes a bit moody as well. Yeah, here we have the
Yeah, baby.
single barrel shotgun. Shotguns are pretty great to Serious Sam. I mean, nothing special, I guess, but for example, double barrel shotgun takes this abomination in one hit. Of course, if you're close enough to it. And that was a Klee skeleton, and it's probably one of the most annoying enemies in the whole franchise, and it's kind of a mascot of it, like in some extent, but not really. Yeah, that was first level. Come on, I don't want to read that. And it was quite fast. But the further we will go, the harder levels will be. Well, I guess now we're gonna meet the true mascots of the game. The kamikaze dude.
Ah, yourself.
Yeah, so the question arises, like, where are those screams coming from? Like, they don't have heads. And I'm not sure if you've noticed or not, but these guys, they have their heads, but they hold them in the hands, just because, I guess. But kamikazes have nothing. And it's quite silly. But what's even more silly, I guess, later games tried to explain that where the sun comes from. They have like something like a vocoder attached to the neck, and yeah. Enemy designers were weird. And here you can see that sometimes Serious Sam can be a little bit spooky. Like in this case. So despite all the silliness, moments like these sometimes happen. Talking about silliness.
I'm over here, you stupid headless freaks.
Oh. Okay, I hope YouTube will not be claiming this footage because of that. Oh, what does that? Just a weird looking stone, I guess. I think this thing one-shots you basically. And let's not forget that we have quick saves here. The game feels obliged to show the save file name here for some reason. So, if you don't know for some weird reason... Uh-oh. If you don't know for some weird reason, Serious Sam is famous for having bajillion enemies all at once.
Phew.
And that was like way after Half-Life 1 was released, and games were more focused on storytelling, I guess, and more smart enemies, but in not so large numbers. These things, gnars, I think they are called, are quite weird too. But it's Serious Sam, it's all about freaking weirdness. Yeah, and Serious Sam also likes teleporting enemies right at your face all the time. I'd say that the second encounter does it more. And overall Serious, like, second encounter is harder. There's more enemies, there's more weapons, the levels are longer, and the enemy count is bigger, usually. But I think what it lacks is the atmosphere. Oh what the what am I doing? Yeah, that was awful. But I don't care, we're at the beginning. Doesn't really matter. Is it where I... Oh. Okay. Okay, I need to go here. I've played this game a lot, but I still get lost sometimes. That's just because I don't have sense of direction at all. Yeah, talking about Serious Sam, like the second encounter, has a lot of things added, but that's basically the moment when the series went into very deliberately goofy style. I guess it's all culminated with... Goddamn. Die already. I guess it's all culminated with Serious Sam 2, which is a very interesting game, to say the least. It's talking about... traps. First encounter strikes very delicate balance between being kinda weird and stupid, but still being pretty serious sometimes. Next installments threw it out of the window, but if you've played the newer games, you know that they kinda changed the direction of the series back to more like realistic setting. It's still silly, but that was level 2. Yeah, and we've got the first element, which we will need to open something, to do something. It doesn't really matter, the only thing that matters is that we need to kill enemies and that's it, and save the humanity. And from what you can see in Serious Sam 3. Yeah, this is probably the creepiest place in the whole franchise, I guess. Well, Serious Sam 3 also has creepy catacombs, but they get very old very fast. Because they're just very samey and repetitive. Now listen to this music, it's creepy. Yeah, what's also interesting about the setting is that we got teleported into Egypt, in ancient Egypt. It was BC, right? I already forgot. But there's no people, there's monsters, but no people at all, and all those buildings and chambers and monoliths and like stellars, I guess. Pretty pristine, but there's no one. I don't think it was intentional, but I think it also adds to the creepiness a bit. Let's not get complacent and let's say from time to time. Where are you? Secret health, which we don't quite need. Man, these shadows. As I've said, it's the classic version, which is probably mostly the version that you could have played back in the day, but I think it was kind of touched and fixed so it can function on modern-ish systems. Because for me, it works out of the box. It's not like my PC is very like modern and new, but relatively, yeah, that's also the thing. Lots of goofy secrets and traps. It would have been a bit worse without having the double-barrel shotgun. Come on. Hello? Thank you. Talking about traps. And that's Arachnid, the... Is it called Arachnid? Arachnoid. One of the few hit scan enemies of the game, which makes them quite annoying, especially on long distances. Yeah, there's another secret rocket launcher, but how okay.
Now that's some serious firepower.
Here we go, yeah it is. I prefer to deal with them with the rocket launchers, because again, his can attack. And that's one of those video gamey rocket launchers with the rockets that fly comically slow for balancing purposes, I guess. It's like, when you think of it, these rockets fly like, I don't know, with the speed of a car, I think, or something. They're supposed to be like super duper fast. Don't have brought a lot of rockets yet. Because I'm not supposed to have rocket launcher. Yeah, and as I've said, there's another secret rocket launcher back on the first level. Yeah, the enemies are not very bright here. Oh. Stupid. Somehow they blocked me. And also I'd say that the ancient Egypt has certain quality to it. It's kind of ancient, and it's a bit different-ish and mysterious and all that. It also adds to the atmosphere, but some people say that these levels are boring because it's mostly like grey stones and deserts and sands and pyramids and all that, but I don't mind it. Ah, of course there are enemies behind. Why wouldn't they be? Take this. Yeah, I'm playing so badly, I know. I'm also not trying too hard. Shit. Because I know that these levels are not too hard. Well, I remember this place being pretty hard. So let's focus. Holy shit. Kamikazes are quite dumb and kinda easy to deal with. Sometimes there's just so many of them and just can't kill them all, and they do deal a lot of damage. Yeah, they're very scary in big numbers. Oh shit. Okay, I think we're doing fine, more or less. Pro tip, you can shoot kamikazes with bullets, and it's 2 bullets to kill them, and first bullet slows them down for a little bit, so they getting close to you. You can use it to kinda increase the distance. Man, these shadows are insane. Ah. First of all, let's freaking save. Second of all, the game also runs in like 300 frames, like 400 frames per second. It's not always good because sometimes it causes problems, especially with physics, but luckily now this game doesn't really have physics. Serious M does, I mean Serious M2 does, but it's a bit of a joke. Come on. Come on. It's not... Oh. There's the large one, by the way. Well, I guess these shadows are just a little bit too much. Where are you? Yeah, see? Like that. He didn't even spawn anyone. Weird. I guess that's the end of the level. Am I right? Yep. The element of something. I mean, if you care, you can read the wiki, but all these things, this whole bunch of stuff. All right, the Valley of the Kings, and let me see, where's the map? Aha. So this is actually the map with secret exit to secret map, I think. So let's first of all make a hard save. Let's proceed. Werewolves again. Shit, didn't. Yeah, Serious Sam has a lot of annoying encounters. And sometimes it comes from, like, the enemies being annoying enough by themselves. Sometimes it's just about the mixture of different enemies. It's like quite hard to counter at the same time. Like, for example, werewolves running around and like some distant enemies trying to snipe you, but you kind of have to switch between different types of weapons all the time. Oh, screw you. That's annoying. And I'm gonna be out of shells pretty soon. Oh, hello. Fun. Right, let's collect the things. Because I don't like being out of shells. And out of health. Yeah, these skyboxes are... They didn't age well. But I'd say the game itself is still pleasant to look at. That thing probably gonna spawn some nasty shit. Yes, of course it will. By the way, like for example in these revolvers you have infinite bullets, and I think even in the description it says that they are magically replenished or something. And those arachnoid, like reptiloid thing is called like, let me... Eludron reptiloid, yeah. They also have magical attack. I don't know, those textures look wrong.
Now that's some serious firepower.
Sort of a mini boss. Whoa, they're homing as well.
This is getting serious.
And this thing is called Reptiloid Highlander. Highlanders are annoying. They shoot homing projectiles that fly around for quite a while. Yeah, I see. So we need to press a bunch of buttons to lower the thing. That's not great. Yes, so the most important skill in Serious Sam is self-strafing and managing different enemy types and weapons. That's pretty much all you need to do. Come on, give me a break. Said give me a break. Oh, nice. Yeah, see, homing projectiles annoying. What? Right. Well, while we're here, we can collect some stuff. Oh shit, that's scary. So those fish, they are... I think they deal almost random amount of damage, which is scary for obvious reasons. Because you never know. Yeah, Sam can hold breath for quite a while. Okay, wrong door. Right. Suppose they spawn behind my back. And this clears as well. I can see him. Anything else? Not even gonna risk. Oh, great, great, great. Run. What the f... Well, that's my bad, of course. And yeah, those gnars are pretty weird. Some of them fly and some of them even can be invisible. Some of them can be invisible and airborne. I think. Oh, hi guys. I was going... Didn't spawn anything. What a surprise. Okay, I'm going back. Oh, slippery floor. And a scroll. Yeah, and that basically says about the secret level. Which we're gonna visit, I hope. Right there. Right. Come on. That's not fair. Why can't I hit anything? Okay, there's arachnoid there. And a skeleton. Okay, some fancy stuff. We've passed the wall of darkness to activate the thing. Yeah, so this level is way larger than the previous ones. So basically, here they are. Of course. Right. Let's step inside this thing, which is definitely not a trap.
Come on, you ugly freaks!
why they can get inside and I can't get out.
Seriously, is that the best you can do?
No, it's not the best. Yeah, that's worse. Great. Alright. Guess we need to press this. Okay, that's another trap. And deactivate it. And okay, just closes the door. And the trap is here. Okay, we've got Ankhs. And this should open now. Oh dear. Okay. At the very least, we're getting a new gun. And guess why? I guess you can kinda try to kill kamikazes strategically, because they can blow the friends as well. Blow up, I mean, you know. But that's kinda hard. Oh, we're good. Was the... I knew it. But I'm too old to wait. It's not... Okay, it's fine. So we've got another element, which is probably the element of water. At least it would make sense. And here's the exit to the secret level. And it's... Right. And we can just walk on this bridge, but it will collapse, we will fall down and we'll be washed away to the next map. But we also can use this thing, which is kind of tricky. I'm not gonna make it first time, that's for sure. How to... what the hell? Why is it so slippery? It was kinda timed because this pendulum, I guess, will stop swinging at some point. Whoa. Great. What am I doing wrong? Almost. Yeah. Yes. This is how it's done, but like not after 10 attempts. Whatever. Secret level. Here we go. Secret place has been found. Moon Mountains. As you know what, I think it's a good time to wrap it up. It's almost exactly an hour, which is fine, and yeah, that was extremely messy playthrough as always. But if you're somehow interested in this series, then stay tuned and take care.